The summer break and start of a new year is a natural time to be making plans for the year ahead. Whilst there's plenty of talk around goal setting, what I'm focused on is goal achieving. There's power in putting pen to paper and writing down our goals. We're casting vision into the future and giving ourselves a guiding North Star. That way, every future decision we make can be held up in the light of that written down goal, and we can make a judgment. Are the choices we're making day by day drawing us closer to where we want to be or pulling us further apart? So the first step to goal achieving is write it. I suggest having at least one long-term and one short-term goal. So let's have a look at a short-term goal. At the beginning of the year, it's easy to think about a couple of things we might want to do differently. Perhaps it's to live a healthier lifestyle. It might be to spend more time with our spouse or kids. Maybe it's to get out and about on the weekend and just enjoy life a little bit more. Amongst some other goals, one of mine is to do some more reading in 2021. But the problem I find with setting New Year's resolutions is that they're vague enough to be easy enough to put off until later in the year. After all, we've got the whole year ahead of ourselves and we don't need to rush in or keep doing anything step by step. We've got the whole year and we'll get to it later in the year. To break this, instead, I suggest setting 4 to 6 week goals. For me, it's to read one book a month as opposed to just reading more in 2021. I know you're familiar with the feeling of getting to Easter or getting to winter and thinking, oh well, the goals we set for ourselves are probably a little bit too difficult to achieve now. We'll put them in the too hard basket and we'll catch up with them later on in the year. But like I said, to break this cycle, set 4 to 6 week goals and we'll keep ourselves focused. All of a sudden, it's a lot more feasible to work on our forehand in January, our backhand in February and our serve in March, as opposed to simply improving our tennis game throughout 2021. So whatever it is we're setting ourselves to achieve this year, be sure to break them down into manageable timeframes. That way we can stay motivated and keep putting one foot in front of the other as we continue on to achieve and fulfill the goals we've set for ourselves. I think this has reached about time for a video, so stay tuned for part 2 where we'll take a look at some long-term goal achieving and how we can go about doing that. I'm Luke Hanson, Financial Advisor and Director at My Financial Design.